Let's diverse this into hero bands. Right. These are the pros. These are the cons. Now. Oh god, that is a terrible line. That's a worse line. I'm so glad I didn't take art. Right. So, put it simply. Real simply. Right? Pros of this. No more counter swap. This is good specifically for mainly like Winton players, Winton Bull, people who get so sick. When I say people, I mean the poor tank players. You get destroyed by one counter swap. Like you're going Winston and they go Bastion or Reaper, that ruins your day. It's there for a couple of the DPSs, mainly like Genji, Sombra, Tracer. I'd say more of the ones that, well, actually not even Sombra, maybe just Genji, Tracer. Hero bans definitely helps Tracer, I'd say. You can get rid of honors and Kirikos, so Kirikos just can't 2-tap you. And for Genji, you can get rid of like Mei. So that's the first good point of hero bans. Now this one, it's a bit of a interesting one, because this goes straight over the other side. So for example, I know, really obvious title here. So for example, if you're a one-trick, or if you only play a specific hero, it will force you to play different ones. This doesn't apply to everyone. Some people it will, like new players, it will force, if you're maintaining only one character, it will force you to play different ones. It's more, I don't think, it's more of a niche one on the positive side. The one that it big affects is, for example, Sombra. I'll pull up some footage from a live stream. But the amount of, and I ban Sombra quite a lot now. It's not my first pick, Mei is my first pick, but Sombra gets banned in like every game I've had. This is really bad for Sombra. Firstly for the players, and for the character. Gonna have to bear with me while I write this. We'll start with the players. So, firstly, the entire point of Overwatch is to have fun. First and foremost, that is your priority, to have fun. If you play Sombra, or any other character that gets banned, you immediately have no more fun. You could argue that you can play quick play, and you won't have a hero ban there. Whilst I agree with it, with that opinion, you can do that. Comp is just more fun. Competitive is way more fun than quick play. It's where you actually learn how to play characters. And it's where some people, like myself, find stakes a bit more fun, to make it a bit less boring. Plus, I like to be rewarded for playing. So, you can no longer have fun. So, Sombra gets banned, you're having no fun. That is terrible. As for characters, for example, with the Season 16 patch notes, I think they nerfed Winston because Winston was overperforming. His character was overperforming and there was a lot more Winston players, people hacking Winston and overperforming with him. Now, imagine you're now Sombra. Sombra is getting like 90% of the ban rate. Sombra is never being played. What does that do for a character? That character is never going to be the same. That is part of the spectrum, not all of it. For example, higher ranks, lower ranks may not ban it. There's still the character there, and when it doesn't get banned, you can play it. It's a fun character, personally. I do enjoy playing Sombra. But the character itself, how do you then fix the character to make the pick rate go up? So, like, pick rate percentage, right? Does that mean we then change it? Do we rework the character? Which Sombra's had a lot of rework. Or rework hero ban. Do you rework the system to fit so it depends. Do you rework Sombra? Do you rework the hero bans? Or do we just leave it? That's where I think it kind of is with Season 16. Where I'm more of the middle. I fully agree with the fact that hero bans is a positive and negative. This is my opinion. I think it's great. For example, I like to play Winston a lot on tank. Winston's probably my go-to character on tank. Other than Ramatra and D.Va. If I'm playing Winston and I'm getting destroyed by a Sombra, Mei, Bastion, Reaper, Zarya, Brig, Ana, the list goes on. And even with hero bans, it's still not perfect, but it can mitigate it. Then you have more diverse hero pools, people who one-trick. And again, this leads back. Because some people only want to one-trick, they only have fun on one character. Do you have a system where people, and I'm not 100% sure how it works, but I'm assuming it's most voted hero gets swapped out. I could be wrong. And then if you favorited one, it decreases the chance. Potentially, I'm not 100% sure, to be honest. I didn't really read too much into it. But that is one of the potential issues facing Overwatch. Personally, I think leaving it is honestly the best solution. Reason being, if you change the hero, we've done that enough. I think we need to leave every hero in a good state. There's no point reworking hero bans because they are literally as they are. If we leave it, literally patch changes. So, like hero patches. Like someone might get buffed, might get nerfed, some people might change their mind. A character like Orisa or Hog might start outperforming Sombra, leaving Sombra to be less picked. For example, Mei right now is Giga Chad buffed. I will destroy Mei every single time. I'm picking her as my ban every single game. I don't care if you're a Mei player, I want her gone. Do we leave it to the point that we come to the next patch note and really high pick banned characters, they get left alone? And do we wait for other characters to start overperforming that they need to be banned? Kind of like how Mauga was OP, Orisa was OP, Hog was OP, supports were OP at one point. Do we just leave it? And then the final point, huh? I'm pretty sure I got the final point. Ugh. Got a runny nose. And a bad back. That's what happens, you take a couple of days of streaming. A couple of days of recording and editing. This is where I am. Was it even an next one? Oh yeah. Meta. So, most effective, what was it? Most effective tactic available? Pretty sure that's what it was for. This is good for one thing, mainly. Let's say we're in a dive meta. That is not okay, dive meta. And then, for example, the dive characters get nerfed. This would then lead for rush, poke to be buffed. So your pick percentage for rush and poke are good. What this basically does is this brings both these playstyles back into meta, so it kind of just like refreshes how the game feels. If you get what I mean. Like, if dive is overly meta, too many people are playing dive, you nerf dive potential, rush and poke get more popular, the meta then changes, the meta then shifts. We're now playing, instead of like Winston, Genji, Tracer, Kiriko, like Juno or whatever, Lucio, we're no longer going in their backline, and instead we've got a Lucio, Kiri, Junker Queen, just a more high-tempoed character pick, or we claim more Sigma with like Widow, Hanzo, Mei, for example. We're just basically shaking up the characters that we're playing, which again leads back to this. So that's my opinion of it. I don't know if there's a good opinion, but it's my opinion. That's just of overall Season 16 right now. My additional notes. Nerf Mei. Nerf Genji, as per usual. The reason I talk about Mei, currently, this is a slight Genji nerf. So Mei's buff is actually a Genji nerf in disguise. But honestly, it affects tanks. Big boy nerf to tanks. Why? I will probably throw up a footage, but I'll explain it. So you're playing Mei. Now, on her major perk, you can now make her primary freeze people after continuously shooting at them with your primary for a long amount of time. If you wall up a tank behind and put the wall behind them, they can't get out. It's a Ramatra, they're holding block, you're just spraying your primary into them and they get frozen. That block gets removed. So they're just standing there. You can pump a right click into them in that time. That is killing. That is tank killing. And I don't think many people realize this. They're like, oh yeah, Mei got a nerf. It's not as potent or prominent because you're like, oh yeah, just Mei. You know, just Mei. And I think it's good for Mei. Genuinely, I think it's a good change because ever since Mei lost her CC potential, her potential to be scary, Mei's not felt good. She's had her uses, like rush, you run at them, you wall up their tank or their DPS, you get them stuck, you kill them with Junker Queen, you just abuse them. Has its uses, but it's never felt perfect. Now it feels like you're playing a cryo ice Mei, and it's terrifying. But I think it's overall okay. It's okay. Still nerf Mei, and definitely nerf Genji, 100%. Kill Genji, send him to the earth. Kill. I think that's like everything on this scale. Get rid of that. My opinions on Season 15. Because I just rejoined mid-Season 15. I want to talk about it. So I took a hiatus, just took a strike from Overwatch ever since getting my PC. That was about like Season 9, Season 10. I used to be on console. And I played like a couple of games on PC and quit. Went and did other stuff. Other games, had more fun everywhere. Came back. Like a little bit into Season 15. My opinion of the game. So it was literally just after PvE. After the PvE catastrophe. where we didn't get PvE, and it was shit. Overwatch since, I would argue, has gone up. Why? I think there's no more like bad blood. For example, there's no more secrets that they can hide. No one's coming up after them for PvE anymore. They've already given us the shit PvE. They've only got the future to look forward to. And yeah, you can look back and you can be like, oh well, this is the negatives of Overwatch, and it will always be there. A lot of games will have this problem. There will always be the negative. You gotta, it's literally like a stock graph, right? Overwatch is like peak, then we've gone down to like life support, we've flatlined. What we want to do is we want to come up. We want glory days. That's what we're hoping for. Or we might just, you know, fall deeper into the pits of hell. We don't know. My amazing hell graph, though. What else? Heroes felt good. As an avid Kiri main, I'd obviously say that. But coming back to the game, playing Genji, it felt like just after I left. Genji didn't feel that nerfed. A crazy sentence, I know. Support doesn't feel as broken anymore. I noticed that you can't dismiss. I know that you can no longer Suzu, Reinhardt, Shatter. You can no longer dispel hazards, ult. And these are good. These are good things. We want things like that. Suzu should only, in my opinion, only be a cleanse. Not a burst heal. Not an invulnerability. Maybe it can have burst heal, but it cannot be invulnerability. There should not be backblimp and there should not be invulnerability. The second we start adding invulnerability into the mix, it becomes a bit shit. I'll accept damage reduction. If you've got Suzu applied for like 2 seconds, you get like 50% damage reduction. Or like 30%. Just something there. I've always thought that. Back when Life Weaver got announced, I always talk to my friends about how I think Life Weaver grip should cleanse you. And patch notes for perks, his Life Grip cleanses you now. So that's cool. Yeah, perks. Perks are more specifically what I talk about. Perks make the game interesting. The fact that we're now editing, so Season 16, some perks have been changed. Season 15, the perks feel okay. Not all of them are good. It's a bit of a 50-50. Good, bad. Depends on who you like to play. Against who you like to play. I think some of them are really good, some of them are niche, interesting. Like Kiryu's Suzu perk. Giving you like 40% movement speed for 2 seconds, I think is a bit stupid. I'd rather have her shuffling one, just for more survivability on Kiryu. But they're doing an okay job of it so far. Hopefully they can keep that up. Do I even have a third point on this? To be honest, I'm just rambling. There's no script for this, I'm just rambling. It's whatever I can remember talking about. On my second, this is my second recording session of this. It's whatever I can remember talking about. I think that might be it. Things that I felt were bad. Yeah, can't really think of it. I can't really think of anything that I felt bad from Season 15. I honestly enjoyed myself. Can't believe I'm saying this, but I enjoyed myself. We have loot boxes. Oh yeah, loot boxes is good. Yeah, loot boxes was good. And we had that vault. Maximilian's vault, wasn't it? Can't remember what it was called. But we had the vault, so that was good. I like that. I still think they're a bit greedy. but who isn't? The community's still a bit in shambles. Uh, we just do comedy here. This is why I've literally named itself an idiot's guide to season 15 and 16. Because I ain't flats, I ain't emo. I'm not like Marbler. I'm 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 nobody. I just play at like Diamond Masters level with gameplay. Heck, even plat on tank. I ain't some influence. I'm just here for the meme. But I thought it was good. I thought it was good. I can't really complain. Thought the season was good. So send that over there. Yeah, that's about it to be honest. Uh, things I'm hoping for. Yeah, the hopes. Uh, Ramatra skin. Ramatra would be good. I think that's area I need to, because I haven't seen a Ramatra skin. I've seen, I think at the moment, it's like the 2nd of May or something. There's a Symmetra Twitch watch along skin. I think Freya's okay balanced. Freya's balanced okay. Oh yeah. Keep, Hog, Malga. Orisa. In Hell. We don't want to let them out. Okay, not meta. Yeah. Good skins. More lore. And characters. There we go. That's my hopes for the future of Overwatch. I think it's on the way back up. It's not gonna be perfect, but for since Stadiums has come out, Stadium feels like what Overwatch 2 should have been, other than PvE. Or maybe like some people, I think I myself called it Overwatch 3. I think it's got potential to redeem itself. I don't know if it will, but if you're watching this and you don't play Overwatch anymore, you quit Overwatch when it was Malga, Hog Metal, I recommend coming back. Give it a try. It's not that bad anymore. You might need to watch a couple of like videos on just what on earth's happened. Like the new hero, Frail, who I always called Frail because Scotland. I don't even know if she's Scottish. She just sounds Scottish. Does she even sound Scottish? The name just sounds Scottish. I don't even know where I remember that. But yeah, just come back, give it a try. If you don't like it, still don't ditch it. Come back to it in like another year's time. But for now, it's felt good to me. So